Hello, thank you for coming. My name is Anna and I'm here to introduce you to the world of Zenith films. You'll find me here on a regular basis to give you information on all the amazing things we are creating. Since it's the first time we've met, I thought it would be prudent to give you a little history. Zenith Films is run by filmmaker Gareth Morgan. His unique style is inspired by Japanese anime, comic books and video games. His films feature predominantly female leads and fit into the genre of science fiction and horror. Having opened film festivals worldwide, Gareth's most recent success is his short horror film Episode, which premiered at the 2012 Raindance Film Festival. Episode is now turned into a feature film, but I'll talk about that later. Right now, I'm going to give a rundown list of all the films you'll find on our channel. Bonnie and Clyde, We Rob Banks. The first film Gareth made after finishing university. This film was originally intended to be a dance-for-camera piece about how Bonnie and Clyde died, but rapidly changed into a full-fledged sci-fi noir short with a lot of action. If you're a fan of Blade Runner and Ghost in the Shell, you're going to love this one. Violet Rain. Inspired by the stealth game Velvet Assassin, Gareth made this short as his own interpretation of the life of famous British female spy Violet Sasbo. Stylistically, the film takes influence from World War II commando comics and thematically takes inspiration from the Nazi myth of wonder weapons and super soldiers. Dark Skies. Originally made as an entry for the Virgin Media competition, Dark Skies is Gareth's take on War of the Worlds, but unlike the other film interpretations, this one is set in London, like the original book. There has been a lot more to this film and will eventually be turned into either a web series or a full feature film. Babel. Created for the 2012 The Pitch competition, Babel is the retelling of the Bible story, The Tower of Babel. After doing extensive research, Gareth discovered that Babel may not be about a tower, as the word Babel in Akkadian, the language spoken at the time, translates to Gateway of God. So he retold the story to reflect the belief that ancient civilization had greater technology than we do today. Mechanical Angel. Created for London band Sunday Driver, the only remit from the band was to use the black and red art style first seen in Bonnie and Clyde. Gareth then took the opportunity to use Victorian steampunk to tell the tale of a young woman who finds a clockwork version of herself in an abandoned room of her late father's mansion. Remember Me? A fan film based on the recent game release of the same name. Gareth was inspired to make this film as he loved the aesthetic and style of the game and created this film as a prelude to its own story. The film has been very successful, and the game's developers even contacted us to say how happy they were with it. Cavendish. Designed as a narrative-driven documentary, this film gives a factual look into the Dowager Christian Cavendish and how she came to burn down her house in the late 16th century during the Siege of Leicester. Helsing trailer. Helsing is our upcoming web series taking influence from the character from the Dracula novel. Our Helsing, however, is a female descendant and fights vampires on the noir streets of Newtown sometime in the 30s. I'll be giving you more details on this series in the upcoming months. Space Jockey's trailer. Originally designed to be a music video from drum and bass producer Dapper D&B, this film is based on the 50s style of the Space Babe, with a dose of Alien for good measure. This is now being remade into a short film. Episode Trailer 1. Episode is the short film that successfully premiered at the 2012 Raindance Film Festival. This has now been turned into a feature film, and there's a special update coming soon all about it. So as you can see, you've got plenty to watch now, with plenty more to come. Alongside our feature film episode, we're also working on several new ideas. Dawn of a Broken Sun, The Bureau 2123, and TLE, a cyberpunk adventure. But I'll save all the juicy details for another time. Be seeing you at the next update.